Our other top stories, the murder trial for an Evansville woman accused of conspiring to kill her husband will be continuing into its fourth day of testimony today. But Thursday's proceedings had both sides heated. Elizabeth Fox-Doerr is accused of murder in the death of her husband and longtime Evansville firefighter Robert Doerr.
44 News reporter Claire Dugan was outside the courthouse after a very intense day Thursday. She breaks down the proceedings so far.
Thursday started off strong and ended strong for day 3 of Elizabeth Fox-Doerr's murder trial. First, we heard from 8 different witnesses. Well, the state called a confinement officer from the Vanderbilt County Jail to the stand who testified about confiscating a note in the jail taped to a pack of ramen noodles with Elizabeth Fox-Doerr's name on it. Then we heard from Elizabeth's son, who also found a note. He testified that the note fell out of a sympathy card given to his mom at Robert Doerr's funeral by Larry Richmond Sr., Elizabeth's accused lover and the accused shooter in the case, and Larry's fiance, who also happens to be Elizabeth's sister.
I come across a card that is from my Aunt Amanda or Mandy and Larry, and in the card there was a little note, kind of like off the top of like a notebook that says, "We need to talk."
He also testified about a story he was told before the murder about a double date between Elizabeth and Robert and her sister and Larry Sr.
Dustin and Tina, my sister-in-law, were having some problems or whatever, and they were talking about it on the date, and Larry he's been in prison, I guess, had been in prison for some time, and he had made some reference to it only takes a couple of pops to get rid of somebody. And it made my mother and Robbie uncomfortable.
Then we heard from 3 witnesses to talk about ballistics. First, we heard from a forensic pathologist who said Robert Doerr's autopsy showed gunshot wounds from both a handgun and a shotgun. Then the state called a firearms expert who said the evidence she was given suggested that there is a gun that can shoot both. It is mass-produced, but it's one of few guns that's capable of shooting both types of bullets. Now, the murder weapon has never been recovered in this case, but the same gun that the firearms expert suggested is the same type of gun that Larry Richmond Jr. testified on Wednesday he stole and gave to his dad, Larry Richmond Sr. Still, the defense says that doesn't prove anything, let alone Elizabeth's role in the murder. And to finish the day off, we heard from a cyber crimes unit investigator who pulled data from several phones involved in the investigation. He testified that his data not only showed a phone call took place between Elizabeth and Larry Sr. just minutes before the shooting, which was deleted off her phone, it also showed Larry Richmond Sr.'s phone location pinging in the area of the murder, which the defense pointed out also happens to be near his parents, which is where he's previously said he was that night. The state is hoping to rest sometime on Friday, and then the defense will present its case. So the trial is expected to go fully into next week. Of course, I'll continue to bring you the latest from inside the courtroom. But for now, reporting in Evansville, Claire Dugan, 44 News.